Welcome back to Potatoes. Dan Cabbage coming at you once again for episode 14 of Empyrion Galactic Survival in Alpha 6. Today, the plan is to go after the abandoned mine here on Akua. Included with that is also a quest or two, or at least part of a quest, and certainly one that we will complete. But in the process, as you can see on the screen right now, I am cranking away, making some blocks, because I have in fact gone through and acquired all the resources in the past couple days required to make the corpse, which, as you can see, is quite a bit of stone. That's why I'm making a whole slew of the concrete blocks right now. We have also acquired the silicon required. And the iron and the lesser of the resources certainly are easy enough with what we have in this ship's storage. As we were discussing last episode, I believe the logical place to put this space base will in fact be in the trade center here, the star, which is right near the center. I've not yet finished mapping the entire system. I want to say Ningus is, I know there's a planet over here, and I think there's one or two down here as well. Honestly, I can't recall precisely without mapping everything out, which I have not yet done, but we certainly will do that at a later date. In our cargo boxes here, down in the resources, however, you can see I actually have quite a bit of stone because I did spend some time up in the asteroid field here in the Akua space and completely eradicated several of the resource asteroids, some for Sathium, some for Neodymium, which we will have an overabundance of even by the time we are complete. Also, as you may recall, last episode, towards the end, looking at the loot, I did acquire 2 more of the mining cores, which I have made. 3 or 4 episodes ago now, I guess it was, we discovered that I could not mine any resources from the moon with the Tier 2 drill, or the Tier 1 drill for that matter. The landscape would disappear, yet no resources were being gained. However, the miners, the auto miners, do in fact work. So I have one of those going on one each of Sathium and Neodymium up there. So we now have a stable income of those resources as well. With a little luck in the mining facility, we may be able to get 2 more, so we can then proceed out to the Mass Run Moon and to Adis to get the Erestrum and the Zascosium. Actually, we'd like 3 because there's also gold out there as well, which we can use for the credits and start doing some shopping in some of the bases. So, with all of that chattered out, I will proceed and fly us over to the abandoned mine, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. And off we go. Suppose I should turn the ground weapons on as well. Oh, as I take off here, I can see here over on the right, kind of centered right now, I have placed just a small starter base, power and fuel only. I decided to try that to see if we would receive fresh waves of drones at the base. We like the free loot as they come in. However, that is still not occurring. It's actually been a couple days. I probably put close to 24 hours playtime into the game since the last episode. But the drones simply are not respawning on this planet. I did actually turn the map on just to see what was going on, as I had done, in episode 4 or 5, whatever it was, with the sleeping drones episode. And they are still not responding regardless what I do. The same seems to be the case in space. There are still no drones in in Akua space, which I had commented, so that we're stuck on in this area. The result is I really contemplated whether or not I wanted to place the space base here, because that would be a shorter trip to return and gain resources than it will be from the trading station for the Core 6 that are located on Akua. However, it does give us a longer journey to some of the other resources that we need to go to the other planets. And now on final approach to the mine, we'll go ahead and land us nearby. It is night here. Oops, wrong key. It is night here, so I am definitely going to keep our turrets, our ground turrets on the base. They appear not to be shooting at the base itself. I believe they are shooting animals and such, so we will land nearby, but I will wait until it is daylight before we actually exit the ship and enter the base. Okay, and that one turret is shooting straight down. It must be shooting at the alien that is in the base, so I will back us off just a little bit so we are not wasting bullets on that, because those I do not mind attacking with the standard weapons that we carry with us. And upon saying that, I will also add that I took the time to create the sniper tier 2 as well as a pulse rifle, which I was capable of doing after receiving the upgrade kits from the base's last episode. Still shooting at just the one gun, I guess. Just determined to kill whatever alien is there, but is most certainly hitting the base. So I think I will just turn off the aliens while we sit here and wait, and we will go from there. As I continue to wait, I will also put all of the blocks we have collected thus far into the factory. In the factory here, we can see that we have, to start, I placed a few blocks in already, but that did not reduce the time. 18 hours and 6 minutes of in-game time to craft this base. So this, hopefully, and it is, putting the blocks in will certainly expedite the process. I'll put all the blocks here, and there are actually more in storage still, just to reduce the time, because as always, once I do clear the base and finish looting it, I will break it down before I actually depart the area. Some of these, of course, gain us nothing. The plant decoration blocks here, or artificial plants, those, for example, are primarily wood, but as you can see, we already are over on the wood, so that resource is no longer required. There will be a time, as we proceed and continue disassembling the bases we visit, that we will have a large surplus of blocks even after our fleet is complete, because this game will continue for quite some time, I have no doubt. Also, you can see in the top left up here that we now are in Alpha 6.2, build 1110, so they have done a number of bug fixes. Currently, that has not really changed the gameplay, meaning there are no additional blocks like we got in 6.1 with the spotlight cubes. However, they focus primarily on bug fixes, that of which we may have experienced when we were at the trading station. It crashed several times, as you may recall. The primary focus that they had specifically noted was, in fact, that there were issues with the engine blocks and lighting was causing issues for many people. I do not believe those particular situations were causing us a problem, but we will see. If there is time after finishing this base, perhaps I will stop by the trading station just to give that a quick test to see what occurs, and that will confirm one way or the other as to whether that in fact was an issue that we were having. Okay, drop the rest of these in, see where our numbers are at. Once it's done with all the concrete blocks, then I will proceed forward and create some ingots of appropriate quantities to fill out the rest of this particular blueprint. Okay, and everything in that's already taken 5 hours off. It actually took care of all the requirements for the iron as well. So just a couple thousand cobalt, a couple thousand copper, and a few of the neodymium, zascosium, and restrum, which we certainly have. So I'll go ahead and start that, and I will meet you at the doorway of the abandoned mine in just a moment. And here we go, approaching. Should also note that I was smart enough this time to bring the bandages and antidotes and the like, so we can not worry about getting sick as we did last episode. Max524 did comment that I could have used the bandages to get rid of the bleeding, as well as there's a plant actually that would have cured the alien parasite, which I did not do. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, I suppose. Although, shame on me in truth, because this isn't the first time I've played the game. But I do have those with us for the entrance to the base. So, let's see, jetpack rat. Don't believe there's any danger up top here. Just curious what it was shooting, blasting away at. Yeah, see, the bullets were hitting this guy, which really... How much damage? Almost blew it up, but this is a hardened steel block. That would have taken forever because I know the core is at the very bottom of the base. And make our way in. I do believe there's a weapon down here. Okay, a little closer to the top than I recall, which is fine. We'll just inch our way down because we can heal through it. But of course, not that much, because I was out of bullets. Use these guys sooner than I had anticipated, I guess. Alright. 3. Actually, I'm going to be smart. Let's see if I can cause it to change its direction, get in with the drone, and then drop down over here. If it'll follow. There. Now we should get a second or two with this weapon as it turns back. Okay. And reload. So I believe there's another over this direction. Let's see. Is it over here? Yep. I don't know if I can sneak around behind these or not. Guess not, maybe. But we can get under them. And, oh, okay. I thought it crashed for a second there. It did freeze, but I guess not. Alright. And let's see. Let's go ahead and take the multi-tool out for now and replace it with the explosive charges, because we will not need the multi-tool until we knock the core out of place. Oh. Well then. I guess I don't need that after all, do I? Okay then. Forward. One of these is a dead end. I believe that's the dead end. So we'll go ahead and head this direction. Let's see. So keeping my eyes open. They have changed this around a little bit. Ouch. But I do not believe they've changed it since my last visit in the last season. We'll have to see how that actually goes, but I'll take these guys out. Wonder if I should just bum rush it and get behind them. Might be easier if I can get underneath. But these are not the same turret, so they may have a different range. We will have to see how that goes. Okay. Sped through the healing, because those do take a while. But I personally am not in that big of a rush, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, get back over. Guess it's a little higher up than I had anticipated. Sneak in again here. It's right. It's hard to see, but I believe I'm hitting it right now. There we go. One down. And get around to shoot the other. And heal again. Okay, we're healed up enough. You can see already, though, we're not going to have enough of the small med packs. They don't do as much as the large ones do, of course. So I think after we clear this level, I will, before I go down the elevator, I will go make a couple more stacks of them actually to bring it, because they do not have a perish time, so I can always use them at a later date. We can just keep them in storage. Should have made more, I suppose. Okay, there we go. That should be everything on this level before the elevator. However, upstairs, there are, in fact, there are more of the aliens. Actually, I guess it's still on this level. I think through here, maybe? Oh, hello, gun. See, that's a booby trap. I believe this is the dead end. I'm not 100% sure, because there's also a doorway to the exterior. So I'll go ahead and shoot this one and finish clearing this out. Okay. And reload. Certainly much better with these weapons than it was with the tier 1. Of that, there is still no doubt. Oops. Okay. Anything in here? Yep. Okay, there's that one. Let's see. Heal up once again. Get the last of that stuff that I had with us. Can bring more. I didn't want to bring a large stack at first, because those in fact do have a relatively short perish time. And I know myself well enough to know that I really don't move that fast. Alright. Reload and forward. Okay, and this room appears to be safe. On to the next room. I am hearing the screams of the aliens down below. And yes, this is the dead end, okay. It's kind of what I suspected, but there are a couple containers in there that we can loot once we start breaking the base down. We'll run back outside. Okay. Got myself turned around. Ah. That door. Okay. Yes, this is outside. Okay, we'll go around top there and get into the other section. If I can manage this without using any more packs, then that would be great. Otherwise, the ship's right over there, of course, so I can craft more relatively conveniently. I believe it's actually this room that has the aliens in it. I don't see any, so I may be mistaken. But the door for that area is over here, so let's see what we see when we peek inside. Okay, don't see any spawners. There is, however, a gun. One shot and then stop. Come on, blow up. There we go. I knew there was something that I didn't want to mess with in here. Where's that coming from? Let's see. Reload. Be nice if I can do this without dying. But you've seen me play before, so it's questionable. There it is. I think I was shooting a block there, so have to step out a little further, I guess. Use the drone trick again, make it turn away. Over here! Hello, over here! Look at this way! Thank you. Okay. I'm not going to survive this. Let's see if I can sprint to the door. I'll try the drone trick again, but I will have to certainly redo more kits before I take that out, I think. Run! Okay, made it. So, I'll go make more bandages, or med kits, I should say, and I'll be right back. Very good. As you can see, I made as many of the med packs on the screen as I could. I'm now out of the ZR1. But, that is here on Akua, so that's easy enough to reacquire. I know we got that one gun over here, which we gotta take out of place. Take a little sidestep, and a couple shots should take care of it. If I can get past the collision box of the cargo box. Of course, I shot all my bullets into the side of the cargo box. Good job, rat. Not uncommon. Okay, let's try this again. Go out a little further. Okay. Now I believe I am safe in here. That should be the end of the upper level. Nothing else back here. Up top. I'm not sure if there's anything up top or not. I don't recall there being so, but I'll poke in slowly as I gradually heal myself. Rearm. Oh, and yeah, that's right, the quests on the right there, you can see we do now have the check for the abandoned mine set. That is the only thing that's here on Akua. Oh, sorry, the Titan wreck is. Perhaps we can swing by that too. We'll see how time goes. Certainly we will be able to do that, however. And then we have the moon, which is the crashed ship. I believe there was a crashed ship while I was up there, but I avoided it in order to not get the update. So we could do that together. Ouch. What just hit me? I guess I just hurt myself, didn't I? Okay, so I will heal up here. Be right back. Alright, and forward we go. Now we can go ahead and down to that elevator and go down to the next level. There's a door. There it is. Quite a bit of a ruckus. Screaming beasties and such, which are no doubt under us, since we know that this level has in fact been cleared. Let's see, it's around this way. Took out the cannons here. And if I recall properly, below this door, this is actually the elevator, below this door, they do kind of hang out right around this area, so I will inch down very carefully. Get the weapon out. With luck, the epic weapons that I anticipate receiving in this base will get us something that we like to use. Okay. Ready? I hear them, but I don't see any yet. There's one. Okay, there's also a gun there. Let's see if I can get the sniper. Oop, hello. Now, will they come in so I can shoot straight down? Apparently not. I wasn't sure if they would do that yet or not. Can't really get a headshot at this angle, but we can at least take them out. I have plenty of bullets, and I have more in storage back on the ship, so if need be, I can get that. Alright. Zoom in, see if we can... Oh, I took it out. I saw something blow up. Must have been something in between. Okay, reload. Zoom in. There's one of them. There's a second one over there. Oops. Sometimes the icon on the hotbar goes quicker. As I clicked when the 7 or my health packs were already highlighted. However, it shot the wall, didn't it? Let's see if I can get the right angle. It just come in here. Okay, dumb cuff me did not reload. Eat one of these, make it a little quicker. In fact, I'll eat 2 of them to make it quicker. And try this again. Not sure if I'm hitting it or if I'm hitting that decoration that's kind of like the ATM. Heal up again and go on in. While I'm messing around with this guy, though, I would like to say that I'm keeping an eye on this Alex Mauer thing. I don't know how many of my viewers may have heard about this. If you have not, I would highly suggest you check out some of the YouTube support channels, as it were. Not specifically YouTube. I'm speaking of people like Total Biscuit and Jim Sterling, as well as Sid Alpha, who actually was the individual who broke the story, apparently. She has issued a number of copyright strikes against several YouTubers, sometimes more than one at a time, relating to using her copyrighted material. This hits home a little bit to me, as I'm sure it does to others of you who have been posting Empyrion videos, because we of course had issues with that Bjorn Lind fella from Norway. In her case, she is here in the United States, though I'm not quite sure where. Obviously they did not release personal details when they were discussing it, but she was contracted to a small company. Darn it, I can't recall the name of the company now. Please forgive me. I'll see if I can find out and put that on text on the screen as I'm speaking here. But they own the right. She was contracted as a consultant, and the contract specifically said that the copyright is owned by the company, not her. Yet she is manually going in and removing or causing copyright strikes to the point where there are several channels that have supported said game that are now in high risk of actually losing their channel. That is unforgivable, is very underhanded. Alex Maurer, I wish you no luck in this regard, and I hope you reap the benefits of the destruction and outright offensive behavior that you have been causing among so many channels. That said, hopefully you will check that situation out, because it truly is unexcusable. So we will continue on, and it's what's shooting me up there, for Pete's sakes. I didn't think I was high enough up. Alright. Go ahead and reload our weapons and heal up, and before I go up there, I'd really like to get rid of as many of the cannons as I can. The critters, the NPCs, are generally not as bad as the turrets are. I can stand toe-to-toe with them for a few moments. Although, you know, I don't believe, I should check, I don't know which armor I have on. Do I have... Yes, I do have my battle armor on, okay. I have a set of armor specifically for temperature, for space rides, and a separate armor rig with the... excuse me, with the general multi-boost, which gains armor as well as helps with temperature, which is enough for here on Akua. Finish healing up. Get our weapon out and see what's shooting us. Hoping it's an NPC. Okay, there's one that I can hit. I see you, alien. I believe that is actually an alien shooting me. It sounds like a small weapons. Hey, where'd you come from? Thought I killed you. I guess they can fall down. Okay. So I know I cleared out the spawner on the lower level. Let's see if I can get up here. Heal once again. Do a quick heal. I'm still burning through my health packs rather quickly, so before I do the next aggressive base, I'll definitely have to do some more collecting. Oh, there is a gun there. Hello. I believe I'm at an angle it can't hit me here. There we go. Okay. Any more? That looks better. And I guess that was the only creature up here as well. I believe there are more around the corner, however. Let's see if we can do this with a sniper rifle from a distance and run down the hole if need be. Okay. There's them, and here's the spawner, so we'll take that out. Seems I'm always reloading my weapons. I'm sure many of you feel the same if you've played. I do loot everything, even though this stuff is not that big of a deal for the alien parts, but we'll need some on occasion for some things, but not nearly as many as they provide us. The other thing I would like to get actually is the night vision goggles. I have not yet found any of those, surprisingly enough. Well, actually, perhaps it's not surprising because I really haven't done very many. Okay, they do still get stuck at the bottom, as you can see. I wasn't sure if that was still the case or not. Clear them out. This little room will actually be quite easy as a result. Reload. Okay. take out the spawners. We'll try to do the quick run through to get down to the core as quickly as possible. And then we'll double back and get rid of the rest of the NPCs that are in the way. Okay, very good. No more spawners there. Move these guys up. Oh, that also reminds me, and I don't believe I mentioned this in the last episode, though I may have. I have discovered, I've since been reading a little more on the regenerating bases. Apparently that is only in the multiplayer game, so the bases do not actually recover in single player mode. So that was my error. I just wanted to clarify that, because that is apparently mistaken information on my part. So I just wanted to clarify that for those of you who were concerned or curious how that works. Okay. And why am I not able to place this? I guess I have to do it on the floor, okay. Why is it not? I don't understand. I don't see the... Oh, there we go. I guess I was just too far away. My mistake. Okay. I think one should take that out, so those are not as resilient. There we go. As these things are. I'm not sure if this is actually the room or not. I think this is actually the room next to it, but the core is just about under where we were. I know I went through this once before. I probably should have rechecked the video just to see precisely where it was, but this I can just get out of quite easily. So we'll go ahead and drop two of these guys here. Back off a bit. That should take care of that, though it may take a third. We will see. And, come on, boom, boom. I guess it does, in fact, take additional. Drop another guy down. Do them one at a time at this point, so I only had made 10 of them thus far. Okay, and it may actually blow one of the alien blocks out of the way first. I'm not certain which is the weaker, the weak link in the chain, so to speak. Okay, back off, and again it shall blow. Let's go. And bang. Starting to get the timing down a little better. There we go. Now, I don't think there is life in this room, but I'm going to take every precaution I can to make sure I am armed and loaded and all that before I go in. Okay, reload that. Reload the 50 cal. Come on, reload the 50 cal. Oh, I guess 15 is reloaded, isn't it? I was thinking it held 20. My mistake once again. Okay, yes, this is an empty room. Now this, if I recall, is the hallway, so we're not quite where we want to be yet. Okay. We can blow this one out relatively easily. And I believe this will give us a kind of a corner to hide in as we take out the NPCs that are behind the door. One should take this one out. I think there's actually two of the walkway blocks in between us and the door. Huh, I guess not. Okay. Okay, I knew you were there. there down. Very good. Get in and take care of the spawner. Assuming there's not another one. Oh, there was, but he's already dead. Nonetheless, we will still take out this spawner right here. Hello. Okay. A health pack. And switch to our gun and rearm it. Or yeah. Fill it with bullets. And okay, there's that one. Is it this way down, I believe? Yeah. And once again, we'll heal up before we descend. Okay, there we go. And we want to be facing this way, because I was anticipating one of them, and there he is. Okay. I did not take the most direct route. You can actually blow through the floor and drop into the room where the core is. But it occurs to me I would still have to double back and kill the NPCs anyway, even though they would not respawn. But I think I can continue moving fast enough that should not be an issue. They do appear to be stuck here, which is nice. So that makes it quite a bit easier. I will take advantage of bugs like this, however, I do not... Alright, I should say I am looking forward to when they do actually repair it, because it does certainly reduce the challenge in the game by a substantial amount. Okay. We got at least one spawner. I want to say there should be two spawners, because there's two types of creatures there. There's another one there. Hello. Right around the corner. And there's a gun up there, isn't there? Okay. We should get stuck once again. Just actually going through the 50 cal pretty quick here too, aren't I? Which is okay. Like I said, we have plenty of bullets back. Worst case scenario, I just go back and get more. But I think we should have enough to finish this base up. Let's see where that gun is. Right up there. So, take this out. And we'll be underneath it. I think we can take it out without getting hit. Sure enough. Okay. A little looting here. We like loot. Even crappy loot. As I've said before, I know that's the pack rat way. Take it all. Leave nothing but a hole in the ground. Okay. Sooner or later I'm going to hit an empty one here. But thankfully it appears to be later. Oh, there's one. Is that all of them, I believe? I think so. Okay. There's likely going to be another one of those aliens up here. Certainly there's another spawner, as I said a moment ago. And at least they are not sleeping spawners. I do prefer to have the NPC opposition as I am proceeding forward. But we saw in yesterday's, or last episode I should say, there actually were some that were simply not spawning anything. That is a little bit more of a bug that I prefer not to take advantage of. And move this one. See if I can get around the corner to get that spawner quick enough. put for a moment and heal. No, I won't. I'll back off and heal. There's at least one more spawner, that tells me. Of course, he's got my blood on his nose now, so I'll just... Getting quite a bit of meat, certainly. We like the meat. Have to heal up again. Okay. Pop you. And heal. And heal. Keep that going as I run down the hall. I'm sure there's going to be more coming around the corner here. Okay. There's the spawner that I was waiting to see. Take it out. And then I believe the next step is another stairway down, if I recall correctly. There around the corner. Oh, hello. A little closer than I would have preferred it to be. But I know I hit it a number of times, so it should be a fairly quick kill once I heal up. So I'll heal up and then be back. Okay. Let's see if we can use the zoom this time. You can see it a little better. Okay, rat, reload. I'm actually glad I didn't have bullets because he wasn't shooting at me yet, which means I would have been hitting the collision box for this curved wall. So, alright. Now that I'm reloaded, come out here and he'll take a few shots at me and I'll finish him off. Alright. Very good. And heal as we run as before. And let's see, is this a door I want to say with... Yeah, okay. Wasn't quite as far down as I had thought at first, of course. That should be fairly obvious by now, I dare say. Alright. I know, yeah, I can see movement in there. I want to say it's more of those brown alien guys in here. Let's see if I can pick them. Oh, okay, this is this room. And do they come through the door? Is the question. No, they do not. Okay. So I'll see if I can leave them out one at a time. Because they are at least no range. They're all melee. Okay, well, two at a time. Okay, now we have the med packs for... Whoa! I was going to the med packs. I took a little more damage than I had thought. Very good. Well, obviously I will respawn at the base, or at the ship I should say, and I will fade here and meet you back down where we was to get our body. Okay, we're back and rearmed again. It occurs to me that the room I actually skipped up there was in fact one of the rooms that has an epic in it. In fact, I think both epics. Perhaps when I clear this room I'll double back and get that. Or those, but alright, let's see if we can actually find the spawners before I aggro all the enemies in here. I believe that's one right there. So we'll get the sniper out. if I can hit it. Looks like I can. Good. There's one spawner down. Okay. Okay, 2 of them down. Reload. Pop the door and hit the next. Heavens, look at them all. Okay. Reload, and once again. Got to be at least 3 spawners in this room, although it is possible, I suppose, that there are simply a larger number. How come I can't move? Ugh, I was stuck. Run, rat, run! I'm not going to survive this one, am I? No, I'm not. So, we'll probably rinse and repeat. Come on. No, almost. Alright. Same again. This time, however, there's a guy that's next to me that's alive, so I better take a spare weapon with me when I return. Okay, here we are coming down the elevator. I believe this is the last run, because, yep, there he is. Die and stop screaming at me, you. Screaming meanie. I believe that was the only other one that was there, so we should be able to now get back to our backpack. There it is. I think he was the only one left. Okay. Good, and put these back on our hotbar. Oops. Try that again. Put these back on our hotbar. Okay. We make sure everything is loaded. Wondering maybe the way to go. I think maybe I'll run in and jump up on top of something that may allow me to get at the spawners. Because if that many are spawning, if they respawn that quick, especially if I keep getting killed as I just did a couple times here, it's likely that they will be respawned by the time I come back through. So let's try that method, see if I can find something to get on top of. See if I can jump up on top of that thing right there. Come on. At least I'm not getting hit here. Surprisingly enough. Okay, let's jump on a loot container maybe. Come on, get on top. Darn it. I'm around circles here. Surprised I still haven't gained aggro on these guys. Where did they go? Okay, I guess I did. You can still hit me up here though, so this method didn't work. I'm glad I took the spawner out. Well, the spawners are out. There's only 2 left. Well, I have more backup weapons. That's a good thing, I suppose, isn't it? Alright, so here we are back at the entrance again. I believe we have 2 aliens left, assuming there is not another spawner at least, so... And there's got to be another spawner, because I did see at least 4 in there. Wow. Take a little extra care because I do not have any of the health packs any longer. Well, I do, but they're not on my person. They're in the body in the other room. Maybe around the left or something. I thought I got all the spawners, but obviously I did not. Okay, we reloaded. Okay. Ooh. And I know my body was over here, actually up on top. Okay. Suppose I should just take a quick look, since I just cleared the room, for other spawners to prevent more of those from appearing. Oh, there's one. And then I'll get my inventory organized so I have my better weapons readily available. Okay, any more I missed? Any more spawners? It's the door we came in. I think that's it for the spawners. Okay. Any over here? Alright. Now they're out. So, let's go ahead and just fix up our inventory real quick. Projectile pistol, rifle, ding, ding, put these in. Okay. Is this a dead end? Wait a minute. This isn't... I was thinking this was the way to where we needed to go. That's not it. Gee, I don't know the space as well as I thought. I really thought the core was around the corner down here. I guess I had to go in the other room where the loot is anyway. Which is alright. That'll get us our epic weapons. I think I may go drop the stuff that we have on us back at the ship upon completing that room, though. That's a dead end, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, and back here. Definitely hear the critters. I know there are also NPCs in the room with the core, so if I do clear out the rest of the alien life, then that will kind of lead me towards the direction of, just by using the sound, by finding where we want to go. Okay, up here. Miss any doors? There's that one, but I believe that's the same room, because this here, see if we can make it up top there. Okay. From this angle, we will be able to have a top-down shot, since they do sometimes get stuck on the stairways. See if we can proceed and do that successfully. Coming after me. No, not yet. And there's a spawner over to the right and one to the left. If we can get him to move over there, then we'll just skirt down, take out the spawner. And go back up. Okay. Still haven't quite got aggro from him, so that's okay. Now, see if we can see through here, but I believe it's over that way. Not sure if I'm bold enough to jump up on one of the railings or not. And yes, I'm bold enough, though the word may be stupid enough. We'll have to see. Run. Oh, hello, gun. Okay, am I safe here? Yes, I am, so I can heal up. Hey ho. Alright, there's a gun over there. That was close. This would have been a bad place to die. Safe from these guys, so I'll just take them out. Then we need to take out at least 2 turrets that are in this room. But this is, in fact, the room that has both of the epic weapons in it. And you... Getting a bit of a lag right now. So what time is it? I can tell you why. Sometimes when the light starts changing outside, usually within the last half hour or so of the game clock, as dusk or dawn are coming, my frame rate really tanks. It's actually dropped to about 15 right now. Okay. Heal before you go standing out front, rat. So we'll do that, and I'll be back with you. Actually, I got a poisonous bite too. Let's see which one of these is that. Is that this one? No, this one. Okay. Get rid of the poisonous bite will help a bit. Alright. Those guys out of the way. Reload. Darn it, got another poisonous bite. Jerks. And parasite. Okay. At least I can heal them now. A little better when you have the appropriate packs, isn't it? Standing right there too. So I'll pop you in the head. Ooh, taking 2 shots, huh? Now we can focus more on that cannon over there, though. Okay. Once again, heal up, because those at least don't heal. Okay, all healed up. So once again, same process over here. There we go. I know there is one more gun in here, so I managed to take that one out without getting hit that round. So let's see, we can see if I can find out where it is over here. I don't actually see it. There it is. Okay. And heal up once again. Okay, and that should do us. So here we go. Let's take it out. Still don't actually see this little thing. Come on, rat, hit it. There we go. Alright. Now, I still don't see any spawners, which is surprising because I really thought those guys were on spawners. There's got to be one here somewhere. Where is it? Ow. Okay, there's another gun in there. I didn't see that one coming. But back behind there where I'm pointing, that is actually where one of the loot containers is. So I'll work back there and get our first epic weapon. Which actually reminds me, in the process, while we're healing, let's go in here and change our quest. Let's see. One of these is epic weapons, and I forget which one it is. Pure epis, this one I think. Pure epicness, yeah, okay. So we will activate that mission. So now when we find and equip the weapon, we will get that quest update. And there are again 2 epic weapons, really only a few meters away from each other down here in this base, but we will take care of that very soon. How's our meat doing? We're running out of perish time, aren't we? Hopefully those don't rot. I would just as soon have the meat so I can make the tomatoes, but or the canned meat. So we'll see if I can do this quick enough to get back and throw those and make some salami out of them, because that does refresh the timer. A meat with a timer of 1 left on its perish timer will turn into a salami of perish time 75. So I thought it was back there. Where is the silly thing? What the heck is shooting me? It must be underneath. Okay. Heal up a little more. And drop down below and shoot this stupid thing. Aliens do appear to not be respawning, so that much at least is beneficial. Okay. I still don't see the gun. I see that one. Doggone it. Well, that didn't go quite as smooth as I'd planned. Which means, of course, the meat will certainly rot. Oh well. Starting to run out of spare weapons, I have to admit, but I'll heal up and come back in and take out that additional weapon. I guess the bullets were coming from behind me, not in front of me. I was facing the wrong way, though, so live and learn, right? Okay. Here we are back in that, at the top of the stairs for that room, and they are starting to respawn, so there's definitely a spawner. I know there's one to the right. Maybe I should head over that way once I take out this guy. They are still kind of stuck, since I'm limited. Now I only have the starter weapon. Where was that gun? Hey, you. Darn it, poisonous bite, open wound, I don't think... Okay, the open wound is still there, but at least that got rid of the poisonous bite. Can't do a heck of a lot about it. I want to say open wound goes away on its own slowly. But I'm not certain of that. I don't believe it would be wise of me to try to get my backpack quite yet. So I am going to do, though. Take out this spawner. That will help for the refresh of them. Haven't got aggro yet, surprisingly enough. I can get hit in the back of the head any time now. Okay. See if I can find that. Where's the gun? There it is. If I can hide behind here and refrain from getting aggro, I might be able to take the gun out. if I can do it in one shot or not. We're certainly going to try. And fail. Yep. This is why I don't play arcade games. Ay vey. Okay, here we are back. I don't see any more NPCs running about, which is good, so maybe that was in fact the last spawner. Also picked up some of the textured plants, brought it with me. Actually, I do hear some screams, so I guess there's one relatively nearby, but it could be in the other room, it's hard to say. But I did get that spawner. Okay, there he is, I see him. Take him out if I can. Or should I just run over? I think maybe I'll take out the turret first. Can't see it in the dark, so I'll just run over here, underneath it. I'm gonna die again. I can see this coming, but I want to take this turret out first, darn it. Okay. Did get some of the textured plants so I can at least heal, even though I've got some of the other ailments. And I doubt I will be able to get over to get the pack in time, so thumpity thump. Okay. Maybe I'll pull it off. Oops. Okay. Reload. Gun's right over here, I know. So let's see if we can get under it. And thank you. Okay. Now maybe I'll collect. Wait a minute. Where's my loot? Where's my stuff? Oh, there. Whew. Yeah, I was scared because, like I said, I had all my weapons and stuff in it. I didn't realize I actually died on the ledge. Apparently I did. And let's see, on the meat, 1. Yeah, that's all just garbage. Alright. So, re-equipped all this stuff. Projectile tier 2. Pulse rifle, sniper. Get this stuff in proper order. Doggone it. Close the backpack, rat. Okay. Need to get these in here so I can heal my ailments. And then we can loot at least. Get the stuff together that we need to recover. We have open wounds. That's this one. And parasite, which I think is this one. Yeah. Okay. So now, in here, there's purple. Purple we like. Purple's a good color. Not red. Purple. This one's relatively easy to get to. The other one will take a bit more work. Okay. And epic weapon number 1. What do we get? We get an epic sniper. That's nice, because that is one of the weapons that we use. Go ahead and put that in place. And there we heard the charm, or the chirp, whatever you want to call it. So we now have an epic weapon and another quest complete. Not sure we got 50 gold for that one. Very good. I'm not sure what else is in this region, in this room as it were. Maybe more. I want to say there was at least one more running about. I'm not sure where he went. take a look briefly. Is there another cannon over here? Don't see one. Okay. There's another backpack. It's probably got a single gun in it, yeah. Not sure if I died anywhere else or not. I can't remember how many times I died since I last looted, to be honest. Too many, obviously, but such is the nature of my gameplay, as I know I've said numerous times. But the other epic weapon is back behind that thing, so we need to blow into here in order to get that. The core, however, is down this other hallway, so I'm not certain which I should do first. I only have 3 explosive charges left. I'm going to try to blow a hole around these panels because they are so resilient, as you've seen. So I'll go kind of next to both here. With luck, we can blow apart some of the alien blocks to get back in there to get the other epic weapon. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have said luck, though. Put both of them down. Now we're out of the charges. Live and learn. Need to bring more next time, I guess. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so just burn some bullets. I've got a couple thousand with me. I think, let's see. Let's get our repair tool out. A multi-tool, rather. So we can take a look at its health. This is okay. It's 1,500 of 2,000. Okay, I guess the alien blacks actually are harder, aren't they? Alright. Oops, that's not going to work. Wrong weapon, rat. I don't really care about the bullets because I have several thousand of the magnesium and the iron at this point, so we can drop a couple clips in here and see if we can drop this down. Okay, how we doing? 177. Okay, so 1, maybe 2 more clips should take care of it. And we'll get the other one and proceed down and finish getting to the core. Okay, 1 more. This should do it. Or not. Let me guess, I'm going to be short like 4, right? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, 700 of 20. There we go, that's why. Well, that said, you know, I'm going to return to the base. I'm going to make some more of the explosive charges, and then I will see you back here in just a second. Very good. Cleaned off my inventory, as you can see. Made a whole bunch more of the explosive devices. I actually did have 2 in my inventory that were buried among the rabble, because it was a bit disorganized after looting myself several times. So that was my mistake, but that's alright. Still start plugging through and blow holes in the wall. Also, while I was up there, I should bring up as well that I've been dropping in as much of the resources as I can. As you can see, I goof a little bit and made a bunch more sapphire than I needed, but I know that will get spent as we start making the cemetery, which will likely be the next thing I make, though I may do a harvesting, may do some of the HVs first, because I have to come to the planet to pick them up anyway. Those cannot be spawned in space as the other small craft can. We'll see. But with that said, the reason I'm bringing it up is because we are down to less than 8 hours, so I have actually reduced the production time by approximately 10 hours with half of the concrete blocks in place. So that will be an instant spawn in the next episode without a doubt. And looking at the time as well, I think we will knock out the core, and that will wrap up this episode. I will then collapse the base and disassemble it as I create the rest of the concrete blocks and just throw them in a separate cargo box, so you will be able to see next episode what I actually gained from this base. So the deconstruction will be an episode on its own, or the notation thereof, I should say, will be an episode of its own. Let's go ahead and put a couple of these down first while we're babbling. And then we'll go from there. We'll see where the time is once we get the base in place and the like, to see where that ends up. I'm not sure exactly how much time we have. I should check. Blow the hole in. I'll pause for a second and go do that. A lot of what I see, of course, you will not see. Many of the times I was standing there healing myself, I was anticipating just fast forwarding through, but I'm pretty sure I have over an hour. So take a look here. Let's see what we have. Here's the other epic container, and in here is a plasma cannon. We like that. That's a good weapon to have. I actually don't have a plasma cannon as yet, so that's very nice to have. Don't have any bullets for it, of course. Don't have the plasma charges as yet, but that's fine. We do like that weapon. Alright. Then we'll move ourselves over to the door and start doing the last run for this base to get down to the core and take it over for our own. And we're back. I do apologize for the length of this video. I know this is going quite a bit longer than I usually target. Currently I've got about 95 minutes of footage thus far, so much of the healing that I was intending to fast forward through I will simply edit out at this point, so you didn't see or won't be seeing what I saw, etc. Has been kind of a rough run. I think a lot of times, certainly the many viewers underestimate how long it can take to actually make some of these episodes. I've actually been playing, believe it or not, for approximately 4 hours of real time, fading in and out here and there and doing various things. But we will proceed forward now, and I am still going to do it in one episode. I will go forward, and next episode you will see the loot, because I will break the base down to a box as I had done in Season 1. There will be nothing left except a big hole in the ground. This is not just going to be a flat area, as the previous bases we have done this season. It will really be a deep hole. It's virtually a cube. It's actually one of the larger bases, one of the more difficult bases on the planet, quite possibly the most difficult base. Well, I should say the largest. The most difficult is probably the drone base itself, which will be the final base once I do get my final ship and the HV tank, which I know I have shown you earlier in the season as I was working on creating it. Many of those we will have to actually edit and update before I spawn them with the additional lights and such. I've already been here. Where am I missing the core? Actually, I know where my mistake was. Now that I think about it, my memory does come back to me once in a while when I think hard on it. But the mistake I made, I could have actually taken the core out a while ago, because we were actually very near it when I blew the hole in the floor up above and came down, as you recall, and then doubled back. I believe it's actually in that room. Let's see. That was right around here, I think. Is this? Yeah, there's the hole. Oh yeah, see, I didn't... Okay, there's my bad. The core is down here. I didn't see that. There it is. Oh, hello, beasties. Okay, do they come upstairs? No, they don't. Good. So we'll go ahead and take this last spawner out. And then 3 more aliens to kill. As we reload. Hey, don't go running off on me. I want to shoot you in the head, and I can't do that when you're running away. At least I can't do that as easily. Most people can't do that as easily. Me, I can't do that point blank. But, alright. A little meat out of the deal anyway. Since all the other meat that I had collected had rotted. Okay. Really shouldn't take quite this long to do this base, I realize, but that's just the way things are. My vision certainly isn't what it used to be back in my 30s, I will say that without a doubt. But there's the core. Interestingly enough, this has changed. It's not a tower as I was anticipating it to be, which is what it used to be like. Okay, go ahead. There's the one with me. I knew I missed one of them. Okay. Now, often these switches will cause the thing to blow or do things. I don't know. I want to say I got hit there. Is that a trap? Maybe? I don't know what happens. I'll hit this switch. Turns on a light. Okay, ouch. What's shooting me? That must have turned on a turret. I guess that was not the right switch to hit, huh? Some of these switches are booby traps, but some of them are helpful. It really depends upon the base. Heal up a little bit. Go hit the switch again. With luck, it'll shut off. Let's see what happens. You can see what the silly thing is. Oh. A new hole in the wall. I see. I get it. Okay. Little pesty little bugger you. Okay, I'll heal up. And down we go. Go ahead and take that out. And heal up again. Okay, healed and reloaded. Down again we go. Okay. Now, that being the case, I'm betting there's another trapdoor in here somewhere. Likely that thing. And when you hit this switch, it's either going to open and shoot at me, or it's going to blow the core. Or neither. Okay, well, we'll hit the third one and see what happens. Nothing. So what exactly do those switches do? Turn the light on, I saw. Let's see. Let's flick it again. That one's a light. There we go. So, now the base is cleared. I guess the answer was the outside two on and the inside one off. Whether that's the same on every seat or not is questionable, but I think it likely it is, because most of the bases, of course, are stored ahead of time. But now I will go ahead and drop a core, which I will put right down here at the very baseline, so as I disassemble it as time proceeds, we can just clear out the base down to the core. And go ahead and enter, oops, the P key, hit the right button, right? And we can make it private. It already is. Home, very good. Now we own the space, so we can start making use of the multi-tool to disassemble. Start getting all this stuff out of the way to own this location and fill up several cargo boxes with loot, because it will be, if it's similar size and items as it was when I did this season 1, where we will end up with over a cargo box full of stacks of blocks, many of which are hardened steel, which will be great for the future. You'll also get a whole bunch of these alien blocks, which I always have liked the graphic. Again, as season 1, you did see... Oh, wait a minute. There's the thing. Side note, that must have been what triggered the trap door with the turret in it, I suppose. Because that there, yeah, that's just a block. But in season 1, I went through and cleared it all out. So we will continue that. We will go from there. So with that said, I will start clearing this out and working our way and finishing production of the corpse. Go through here. I don't know how long this will take. It will take several hours, so I will edit and post this video before I actually do break the base down. But the other thing that I know for certain is that I'm okay. It's the world that's all wrong. It's just a matter of perspective. I thank you very much for watching, and take care.